KT4WN, KT4WN, AD4PM.
AD4 PM, they got 5TV. Good evening, Billy.
Hello, Wade, what's going on?
All not a thing. I figured you'd done gone to bed. Okay, so get up and get my supper.
No, I won't be going to bed. Probably, I don't know, I might stay. I've been staying at 11 or 12.
Yeah, I did that a time or two. It really wasn't on purpose, but I got chasing a rabbit and went off down some holes. Either that or caught something on TV that seemed to be interesting. Figure around and look up at 11:30, 12 o'clock.
Well, Ginger and we already had supper. I had some thighs without the skin, and I guess you call them thigh pieces. That's the way they was in the back. I fixed a small pack of them, and I ate my part and had to give her some.
Yeah, I bet she was waiting for her share.
Yeah, she was looking at me and barking, and I said, you just gotta be patient. And she said something else. I asked her, I said, are you talking back to me? And boy, she just carry on.
Charlie 1, Fox 80 Fox, David, yeah, your signal being up with your antenna higher, you're coming in here at a 20/9, no problem.
Yeah, you're peaking to 25 over. Always a good signal.
Roger that, roger that. Well, you know the old saying, height makes might, you know. I know a neighbor down here, his daughter raised one, trained it. I don't know what she ever did with that dog. I didn't say anything about it dying or anything. She must have sold it, but she put a lot of time, a lot of work in that dog, and she was doing some of the exercises like you see on all those YouTube videos. She had the dog trained up pretty well.
Yeah, well, if I would have had the money, I would have sent her to what I call boot camp for about 2 weeks. But they want $1,000 a week.
Yeah, that's pretty tough. But some people have got it, and some people have paid that much.
Well, if you're the president on a Holiday Inn like Roosevelt is, that's like $10 to him.
He figure he could probably get 2 or 3 puppies, huh?
Oh, he could get as many puppies he want and send them to school. Oh, yeah, he's supposed to be getting one. He back from Barbados and everything, so I ain't talked to him on the radio. I sent him a text. He said a while back that he was under the weather and wasn't talking on the radio, so I hope he's doing better. Who knows? He could be eavesdropping right now.
Yeah, you may be. He's saying what you're saying about him. But I need to find me another outside dog. I've got a her dog out there now. She's getting old. She's slowing down. She's got cataracts. And, last time I had her to vet, they said she tested positive for heartworm. But outside of getting hard of hearing and can't see a lot, she sleeps a whole bunch. But then screw around 5 minutes later, she's out there running around like she's a 8-month-old puppy or something.
84 Pete Floyd, yeah. Well, if you want to find a pup like Ginger, you get on that kennel site, I forgot what you call that, and do a search. And it will bring up every breeder that's close to you.
Yeah, and Billy, really, the puppy end of it, I don't know if I want to train another puppy and go through all that. I just need an outside dog. I need something that'll bark, just steer out the garden, critters run off away from the house. I don't need really a biting dog, guard dog type dog. I just need a good outside dog. And I don't know, if I don't get a puppy, work with it and train it, then I go to getting something out of a pound or something somewhere, I'll probably end up with somebody else's problem.
Right, well, they say these dogs here, the smartest on top, and they say the second one in line is that border collie.
Yeah, those are, I like to watch those border collies working. They're smart. They're just, they're a lot of fun to watch, and they enjoy what they do. That's the big thing about them working dogs. They enjoy what they do.
Right, well, you could go on that AKC.com website, and it depends on what kind of dog you're looking for. Just type it in, and you can put so many miles to look, and it will bring everything up.
Yes. I like this Jack Russell I got. She's smart, but she's the little shorty version of her. She's got a little bit of Shire bred into her. She's got some self-preservation to her, where some of those other jacks don't. They'll tackle anything. But I thought about getting a healer or Australian Shepherd or something like that, or maybe just one of them old black mouth curs or something for outside. I really don't need any large garden type dogs.
Randall up here north of me, he's got one of them Australian, it's a healer, I think, and his dog is extra smart too, and it also got a lot of energy.
Yeah, I think it's Sam dog I got out here now. I think she's got some healer in her. She's about the size of a healer. She's built like one. Her ears and head and all looks like healer, but I believe there was some cur dog, black mouth cur cross in there with her. She shows some of those traits too. But I'd like to have another one just like her if I could find it.
Well, you might go to a local shelter around there and find some kind of puppies, that real young.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something. Like I said, that one dog, she's showing her age, and I'm gonna hate it when I lose her, but she's not a bit of problem. She's easy to keep. She stays fixed right here at the house. Don't fool with no cats, chickens, nothing. Just a good dog. Marks when something comes up. His critters run off. Well, not so much anymore. She sleeps too much. I think she's so deaf she can't hear them.
Right, well, just keep an eye on her. Make sure she ain't suffering, because that's a bad thing to do, is keep one of them dogs that suffer a lot. I hear one talking about one couldn't walk, got to carry him outside to use the bathroom and all. When that time right there comes, it's time to let them taste that honey out here.
Yeah, it looks good. And I've never seen a local honey kid.
Yes, it is. It's a little kid that got his own bees that does that.
Good deal. What I've read is honey's supposed to be good for you, but the local honey that's around these local plants, local pollen, is supposed to be good for your allergies.
That's what I got it for. I'm going to take a spoonful before I go to bed, and when I get up in the morning, I'm going to take 2 spoonfuls. And company Express or Timo or even Maker Fabs. That's the people who make the Hermes Light, because everything is caught up in a mess there, because they've put on these tariffs, but they don't have any way of doing the billing. So all this stuff is there's just a huge pile of merchandise. If you order anything, you won't get it there, Mark. Over.
Yeah, okay. Well, I figured that, definitely. So, I try not to buy Chinese goods, although that's, unfortunately, especially ordering. And I don't buy from those sites anyway, because what I find happening is that it takes forever sometimes to get the merchandise, and it's impossible to track it down. I just recently got a credit back on my credit card from something I ordered like 2 months ago, and they claimed they shipped it, but they could not prove it. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting, but I think that's going to all come to a head soon. I think they're going to start waking up, but we'll see. Anyway, so Jovian, back your way.
Okay, back to Kilo Charlie Fox, Yankee Fox.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 1 Fox, Yankee Fox. Well, Matt, as long as you don't do what 90% of these guys with these Hermes do, they turn around and they set their transmit audio to 5 and 6K wide, and they distort their audio with all the adjustments, and they think it sounds so good, and it really sounds like crap. So I hope you don't get into that mess.
Well, no, I guess one of the things about this is there are so many settings that you can quickly get yourself into a mess in terms of both the receive and the transmit audio. I'm using 100 to 3,000, so my bandwidth is 2,900 cycles here. So I'm using a little compression and a little mic gain. So I wanted to try to get it. I went to an SDR and I was listening to myself. I was trying to get it to to sound like my other radio, but I think I still have a little bit more work to do there, Jay.
Yeah, well, it's a learning curve, and you'll work on it, and you'll finally get it right, but, hey, you got it on the air, and it sounds okay. I know it needs some work on the audio, because I can hear the difference, but, it's not crazy bad.
Okay, very good, Jay. Thanks for that. And I got to go. XYL calling, so I'll be back. W1.
Hey, see you a little later, Matt.
See you later, Matt. 73.
I'll be back.
Contact. I'm heading to the freezer. I need to get me an ice cream. W2UFO.
Yeah, good, David. It was
Fancy Friday. Whiskey 2 Fancy Friday. Yes, sir. Well, I'm not. I don't have any ice cream in the refrigerator, so I'm done leaving. Oh, okay. Well, it keeps money to keep it in the refrigerator. It's better if you eat it. That's true. I'm truly amazed at the amount of people that drive their cars with their lights on in England in the middle of the day. I mean, that takes energy. It costs money. Also, you wear your lights out to the modern-day car, it's going to cost you $1,000 to replace it. These idiots who drive around with lights on in the middle of the day, David. That's interesting. Are most of the headlights, the car headlights, now LED lights? I think they are, and some of those ultra-high beam things, whether they're bright ones, they're thousands of pounds, £3,000 to replace a headlight ain't unusual. I don't think the LED lights, for all the light they produce, don't use very much power, just a few milliwatts, I think. Well, would you agree that they do cost money to run? Well, sure, they cost money to acquire, but if you just the use of it isn't that expensive. But and I don't think LEDs wear out in any time frame. I mean, relative to the car's life. Well, they still cost money to energize to run it, which way you look at it. So why would you put that on your life? If your total life of your car was 10 years, I wonder how much money you would save if you'd never run your LED lights or nothing. They'd probably last longer if you never used them. What is the point? I see no point in traveling around in the daytime with your lights on. I think it's absolutely ridiculous. What's your thoughts on that, Jay? Kilo Charlie 1 Fox, Yankee Fox.
Kilo Charlie 1 Fox, Yankee Fox. Well, first of all, in this country, a lot of vehicles come through with daylight running lights because it's safer, because it'll attract you to notice them more readily than if you don't. So that's one reason why, but I don't see how it costs any more money to run daylight running lights or even your headlights. How do you figure it costs more money?
Right, okay, well, if they cost no money, which I think is what you were saying, it costs them no money. If it doesn't cost them more money to have your side lights on, then it must cost no money at all. Well, if it costs no money at all, why don't we just have LED lights in a house if it costs nothing to run?
Yeah, but what I'm asking you is, why do you say it costs more money to run with your lights on?
Because you get the energy from your car, whether it be a petrol engine or a diesel engine or a battery in your car. It takes energy from that source via your alternator, of course, on the petrol and diesel engine. But of course, it costs money to run. You can't have free light. There's no such thing as free. Well, not in England anyway. Are you telling me you can use the energy you use on your LEDs on your car are completely free, or they don't cost anything to run?
The amount of money that it would cost you.
Okay, well, I'm going to write down 2 cents in 10 years. I'm going to find out the wattage value of one LED
and I'll calculate it along, for a running time of 4 hours per day for 10 years, okay? And I got a sneaky feeling that your sense and number ain't going to match, but I'll do the calculation. Are you back, Mark? Whiskey 2 United Foxtrot Ocean. Oh, he's not back. Last call, Mike, Kilo Oscar 4 Yankee Alpha Oscar. Okay, I'm back to there, David. Whiskey 2 Fancy Fridays. What's the point in having your lights on in the daytime? If you can't see a car, how are you going to see a little LED light? There's someone breaking in there. Yeah, I heard him. I didn't get his call signed. Well, you pick him up, David. It sounds like you got a better copy on him, mate. I didn't. We're all talking on top of him. Who's the station is breaking in?
Yeah, sorry, W1FRX.
Sorry, W1FRX?
Negative, I'm sorry, too fast. This is Whiskey 1 Foxtrot Oscar X-ray. And I agree that the amount of energy used by your headlights is pretty low.
Well, if they're LED lights, it is.
Again, please?
Certainly true with LED lights. He bumped you. You hear that station, Matt? Well, no, I did, but he put proxy. Yeah, Whiskey 1 Fox X-ray, but no, I didn't hear him last transmission because he wasn't on frequency. Yeah, he moved off, but there's someone else calling. Yeah, I still haven't got his call. Contact. Did you say contacting starting an airplane? I said contact. Is that Jay? Yeah, who's this? This is Ross, WR0SS. How in the world are you, New Hampshire land? Hey, how you doing, Ross? What's going on? Oh, I'm old, fat, and bald as usual, Jay. Not much going on. Trying to get cleaned up for all the water we had last week. What about you? How's things with you going? Oh, things are going good. Can't complain at all. Just got some cold weather, but that's all. Well, you're supposed to have cold weather up there, bud, right? Yeah, I guess you're right. That's okay. It gets pretty cold down in Arkansas, too, believe it or not. I've had some busted pipes this last year, so it's cold everywhere. But it's warming up now down here. It was about 68 degrees today, and it's supposed to be 72 tomorrow, so that's nice. Hey, there you go. Hey, there's a bunch of people on the frequency. Dave from England, Dave in Pennsylvania. So there's a bunch of people, so say hello. Okay, yeah, I heard Dave, and I heard Mark UFO, and I don't know who else is in there, but this is Ross in Arkansas, WR0SS. How is everybody doing tonight?
Just fine and dandy, AA1K.
Well, fine and dandy, what's your call?
Everybody's safe and happy. That's all that matters in this world, I guess.
Who said fine and dandy? What's your call? Golf 0 Echo Victor Yankee.
Alpha 1 Kilo November, AA110. Morning.
Okay, I didn't get it. I think it was Alpha or something November, but I didn't get it. Try it again.
Yeah, Roger. Alpha 1 Kilo November, AA110.
Alpha 1 Alpha November, is that right?
Negative. Alpha 1 Kilo November. We counted before. Kilo November, AA110, USA.
Yeah, okay. You're saying that you're talking a little bit too fast for me. Alpha 1 Kilo November. The name's Joe here. Juliet, Oscar, Victoria. My call sign is Golf 0 Echo Victor Yankee. Over. I think you said your name's Bob, is it? Bravo, Oscar, Bravo. Is that right?
Joe, you got it. Nailed it right there. Golf 0 Echo
Okay, Bob. I'm 12 miles north of Worcester. Back out to you there, Ross. So Whiskey Romeo 0 Sierra Sierra again.
Dave, how are things in jolly old England tonight, my friend?
Oh, zippity-doo-dah. You're pretty good tonight. You're about 4 dB lighter than the last time I spoke to you, Ross. So back out to you there, David. Whiskey 2 Fancy Friday.
Yeah, WR0SSW2FFE. The other Dave here. You're 5 and 9 plus about 10, so you sound good from Arkansas up here in Pennsylvania. Well, you sound good here in Arkansas, too, sir. You are 10 over. Where are you in Pennsylvania, my friend? Just north of the city of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Okay, many years ago, I'm old. I used to run a Long John Silver seafood shop in the mall in Allentown, Pennsylvania. So I've been up in that kind of area for a while. I don't know what you mean by old, but you sound fine to me. Well, I appreciate that. I'm 73, so what I mean is I've got some years behind me, some work behind me many years ago. That's what I was talking about. Yeah, you're just a youngster to me. Just a little kid. Anyway, Dave, I'll pass it back to you.
Yeah, was that you back, Mark?
Yeah, I'm back. I was just saying, I got socks holding in Ross, over.
Hey, Mark, how are you tonight? I hadn't heard you in a while, buddy.
Yeah, how's it going? Going good. Your signal's good and strong there from Arkansas. And, hey, by the way, I want to ask you a question. You guys got a Walmart down there?
Yeah, it's amazing, but yes, we do have one.
Okay. I don't know if you heard, but I heard the other day Walmart is opening up the dental offices in their stores. Did you hear about that?
No, I didn't. Mine's got an eye shop, an eyeglass shop, but that's it.
Yeah, they're gonna offer a special setup there. So if you have 12 teeth or less, they'll take you first, over.
Copy that. Well, I got my teeth out right now, so I guess I don't qualify.
Well, I figured being in Arkansas, from what this Yankee would hear is that most people down there are missing teeth anyway. Is that true, over?
Well, yeah, they're missing some teeth, but that's usually because they got in a fight from somebody from up north.
Ah, okay. I thought you'd get a kick out of that. I heard that on an April Fool's joke. Let me throw it up to, let me see if Bob, AA1KN, are you copying W2UFO?
W1MBB.
UFO, good call sign. We got you. 10 over, sounding real good. Mark there. Yeah, we got you. Name's Bob. Probably lost the problem. Just doing all right today. Not much going on. Filling out some QSL cards to send out to a few of the guys. And, I don't know, I got something to say out here. If you guys are interested in the special event station tomorrow, there's one for the American Legion kind of south, Conway, South Carolina, post 111. Start at 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. Something to shoot for if you guys are hungry.
Okay, I'm having a little trouble hearing you, Bob. You're about a 5 and 3 here, and the static is kind of taking you out. Did hear you say something about a special event station coming up? All right, let me, maybe the band will get a little better or someone else can hear. Let me turn it over to, I hear Matt just pop back in. Let me turn over to Matt. Get Matt.
Yeah, okay, Mark. Yeah, my wife just had surgery, needed some assistance there. Took care of that. Hey, you were just saying something to me about my bandwidth. Maybe you want to look at it. You were saying, what did you say my bandwidth was? I think I cut you off there, but I was interested to see what you were seeing on your side as far as my bandwidth is concerned.
Okay, right now I'm seeing 3K. Before I was seeing about maybe 33, 34.
Okay, well, I haven't changed anything, but that's interesting. Maybe it's conditions.
Yeah, that could be. That's very possible, I'm sure.
Contact. Anyway, go ahead, Mark. W1MB.
Okay, I think there's another, somebody else coming into the aircraft carrier landing with the contact. Who's this station?
Yeah, Mark, it's Dave, KC1VMM.
I'm sorry, give me the call again?
Kilo Charlie 1 Victor Mike, another Dave to the mix.
Okay, KC1VMM, okay. Yeah, you're running about a 5 and 5 here in North Carolina, so we're sounding pretty good. I can hear you within the noise again.
Roger that. That's good. Yeah, I was hearing you on the your comment about the Walmart down there. I'm not sure where that fellow was from, but the other one is the biggest pickup line down there is Nice Tooth.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let me turn it back over to Jovian because there's a big group in here. Jovian, over you.
Yeah, okay, David. King Charles I's Victor Mike Golf 0. Echo Victor Yankee. Name's Joe. Juliet Oscar Victoria. How are you tonight? Very good, Jovian. Doing better. Just trying to clean up the mess around the shack here. And I heard you guys on talking, so I thought I'd just jump on, say hello, see how everybody's doing, and hope everyone's doing well. Kind of chilly up here in Connecticut. Just still waiting for spring. It's just not getting there. Over. Oh, it seems to be a lovely springtime in the middle of the day here, but the nighttime is still getting frost. So, Bob, are you still there, Bob? Alpha 1 Kilo November. How far are you away from your microphone, Bob? I see quite a bit of fading on you that I don't see on anybody else. So I'm just wondering how far you're away from the microphone, Bob. Alpha 1 Kilo November. Could you give it to me in inches, not millimeters, Bob?
Yeah, Roger, Joe, got you about 3 inches now. I was a bit away, yes, sir. So maybe that helps any little bit better there. Go ahead.
Go half inch or less and say one sentence, and I'll try and measure the difference in dB it makes. So go half inch or less and talk across it one sentence.
Roger, Alpha 1 Kilo November. Coming up on the microphone, Alpha 1 Kilo November. 2 inches there, A1K.
Okay, what transceiver are you running, Bob, and is your ALC going full range?
I'm Yaesu FTDX 3000.
Oh, okay, the audio came up a little bit, but it's not as much as I would have thought on the 3 inches to half inch. I would have thought it'd become a bit more than that, but anyway, not to worry. Back out to JJ, Kilo Charlie 1, Fox Yankee Fox. There, Jay.
You guys doubled.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Mike from Kilo Charlie 1, Fox Yankee Fox. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you? How are things up in New Hampshire tonight?
Oh, things are good. Things are cold, but they're good.
Yeah, I forget. Whereabouts in New Hampshire are you? Are you up way up north, or are you in the Lakes region?
I'm in the Lakes region. I'm at the southern end of Lake Winnipesaukee.
Oh, okay. Roger that. I think we've spoken about that before. We spent Christmas a couple years back in Open Bay. Nice area.
Yes, it is. It's kind of cold. It's 31 degrees right now. Temperature's dropping a little bit more.
Yeah, we rocketed up to almost 50 today. Now it's down to 38 here in Connecticut. I'm in central Connecticut near Hartford, not near the coast, so our weather is not as influenced by the water as some of the folks down near the shore, which it would be a little bit colder this time of year, but it's all over the place. This is that time of year where, if you don't like the weather, wait a few minutes and it'll change.
Yeah, that's true. And this is, like you said, a funny time of the year. So anyway, let's send it back over to Stanley.
Well, Stanley here. Back at you there, David. Fox Echo, over. Foxtrot Echo. Uh-oh, he's disappeared. Back at you, Ross. So Whiskey Romeo 0, good?
I'm back, Dave. This is Whiskey Romeo 0 Sierra. However, I'm going to have to back out of here. I got some chores to do, so thanks for letting me in tonight, guys. Jay, Mark, all you guys in there, y'all have a good evening, and I'll come back here tomorrow night, see if I can catch y'all somewhere on the frequency. This is WR0SS. Thanks a lot, guys.
Take care, Ross. Have a good evening.
You here? Take care, Ross. AA1K.
Good. Go ahead, Bob. Pick it up, Bob. Alpha 1.
Echo Victor Yankee, AA1K in return. I turned off the processor, but it sounds a little tinny on my headset there. I don't know. Hey, I'll have to play around with some more, that's all. See what we can do. But other than that, not much going on this end of the town. But, you guys sound good out there. Ross, it was pleasure meeting you. Take care now. AA1K, back to you.
Yeah, just check your ALC level. I think it might be overdone, but you don't have the fading at all now on it whatsoever. What is your... I've got your transceiver, Fox Tango 2000, but what antenna are you running?
Yeah, it's a CDX 3000. Yeah, kind of running as long wires. I got two horizontal, 123 feet out, then I got a slope for 80 foot high and 157 out there. So I tied him to a tuner there and go out through the antenna up that way. That's what I can do on this one.
Oh, no, you're doing a wonderful job there, but just check your ALC. Now you turn your processor off. I still hear a bit whatever, but no varying. No varying in audio now. It's quite stable. Whiskey 1 Mike, Bravo. I thought you said your wife was getting around on her own yesterday. I've been there, Matt. Did you have to read the instructions on the washing machine, Matt?
Something like that. I don't need to go into the details. Anyway, Dave, what is your comment on my audio? Does it sound like I'm getting full modulation? Or do I need to make adjustments? G0 EVY, W1 MBB.
Oh, I can't give audio report at the moment. I've had to change my headphones, and I haven't ascertained whether they're actually the same frequency response as the ones that I took off. So I'll have to leave it to Mark, who's doing an excellent job on your audio there, Matt. Back out to you there, David. Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Mike. I think he was joining
you just gave the previous station an audio report, and you asked him about his EQ and his ALC and everything else. So I guess it's a selective ability to give audio reports. Anyway, back to you, David.
Well, no, I didn't give him an audio report. I gave him a report about the strength of his audio, but not the frequency response.
Hey. Okay, then. How is the strength of my audio?
Is that any better there, Joe?
Yeah, that's a lot better. You were slightly overdriving your ALC, weren't you, Bob?
Yeah, I could hear it in the headset. I backed them off, both off. No processor, no equalizer. Just strictly out of the mic. The 781 gold high on it. Back at you?
Yeah, okay. Well, I noticed that you monitor your own audio. Well, as regards signal strength, Matt, I'll give you 100% on... Sorry, audio strength. I'll give you 100% on audio strength, okay? It sounds like a yasu.
Yeah, roger that.
Anyway, thank you, J.O. Thank you.
Yeah. Bob, whoever I'm going to ask hand it to, Bob, I say their name or their call sign, but I will say their call sign from now on, because otherwise Mark's going to shout at me for doubling with you. But actually, that was not exactly what happened. Anyway, back out to Jay. Jay, go ahead there. I'll put it back. I want to know, David was there. Whiskey 2 Fancy by Day. You still there? I'm going to have to sign him out, Mark. Whiskey 2 United Foxtrot Ocean.
I don't know. I'm a little confused here. I'm not sure. I feel like it's Abbott and Costello, and who's on first?
Well, the order is, when I came down here, Whiskey 2 Fancy Fried Eggs called in. You followed in number 2, Whiskey 2 United Foxtrot Ocean. Then Jay called in, and then Ross called in. Alpha 1 called in, then Matt came back in that sequence, and the last to call in and the first to leave was Kilo Charlie 1 Whiskey, Victor Mike.
Actually, I must correct you, because if you remember the sequence, Jay and I were having a conversation, and you broke into the conversation, so therefore we were the original communicators on the frequency, although it was a different frequency. So I guess maybe that's why when we moved down to this frequency, it kind of resets it. Jay, do I have that correct?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Yeah, we were the originators of this group.
Yes, but it wasn't on this frequency.
That's it. So that's what happens, Jay. When we lose frequency, everything resets.
Well, I guess it's the rules according to Stanley.
Well, no, it's just how can I write somebody's call sign in the book if I'm not talking to them? I put them in order of entry. Am I supposed to be doing it a different way, Jay?
By the way, Jovian, are you left-handed or right-handed?
Yes.
Are you left or right-handed, Jovian?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, I just want to make sure.
There you go. Okay, back to you. Ross, are you still there? Whiskey Romeo 0, Sierra.
I think he left. Didn't he leave?
Yeah, I got to call him 3 times, though. That was the second time. I got one more, call him one more time. Bob, how long you had the 3,000, Bob, Alpha 1 Kilo, November?
Zero Echo Victor Yankee. Roger. No, we got no problem. Yeah. No, I don't know. Just listening to you guys. You get to hammering on each other over there about who's running the West here. But it's funny just listening to it. I understand totally about it. Yeah, that's the way it goes. Pick and choose and get it on the line here. That's all. I'm trying to follow along too here. I'm trying to get a bunch of them. I got Joe, Ross, Dave, Mark, Matt, Mark, and Victor, Mike, Dave. So whatever it is, I'm following you guys. So go from there. This is AA1 King.
Yeah, my question was, Bob, how long have you had your Fox Tango 3000?
Oh, yeah, this one here, I bought it new when the 5000 came out, too. So I said, well, that's probably 12 years old now anyways. I just got it back from the shop a couple days back, so I lost the control board on it, so I had to send that back out. It's just the items, I can't fix them myself. It's so small now, it's just too hard to get into. You got to have the liquid solder and torch and all that stuff to go from there. But about 12 years. Joe, go ahead.
Did you have one repair engineer that fixed it, or did you have a couple of repair engineers? Can you remember their name, the guy who repaired it, Bob?
Yeah, he's out of California, YazyCompany.com, and his name was Tim Factor. Go ahead.
Oh, there you go, another friend you made. Back out to you there, Whiskey 1, Mike, Bravo, get Mark. Matt, Whiskey 1, Mike, Bravo.
Nothing further, but are you hearing some kind of artifact on Dave's audio there, Mark? Some kind of...
Yes, I'm hearing something, but I can't tell what it is.
Yeah, it sounds like maybe, I don't know, do you have like a bell attached to the microphone?
No. I did have a ringing, and what it was is that I got a new headset. And I wanted to just listen to the audio and compare it with the original headset frequency response. So I turned the monitor on, and I did have a ringing on the headset. That was my fault. But as far as I know, hang on a minute. I'll tell you what I'll do on the next transmission. I'll turn the monitor on, see if I can hear anything, Matt. Okay, Whiskey 1, Mike, blah 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 blah. But I thought Well, I've turned it off, and I've altered the microphone gain as well, so I didn't think it was doing it now. Back to you there, Whiskey 1, Mike, Bravo.
Terminal.
Yeah, at the Institute of Bandwidth Purity, that's the IBP. The Bandscope Weenies, those are the ones who run the IBP. They've determined that there's something up with your audio. Wouldn't you agree there?
Absolutely, and the problem is that when the weenies don't find it objectionable, it creates other problems. Is that right, Matt?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true, and it's all about the condiments.
Definitely, absolutely, because you don't want them. You really want them kind of like in the middle of the road. You don't want them too hot or too cold. Hey, Joe, you get the Bella?
Dead Terminal, how you doing?
Good. I'm doing good, Mike. Doing good. I hear to a UFO in there sounding great. I can hear Matt sounding great. Everyone sounds great. W1 VSX.
Oh, also, don't forget Jay. Get Jay.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 1, Fox, Yankee Fox. Yeah, who was that just came in?
W1 VSX, JKC1FYF. Great, very good in South Florida.
Yeah, how you doing tonight? What are you, Whiskey 1, Victor, Sierra X-Ray?
Roger, that's correct. W1 VSX, Whiskey 1, Victor, Sugar, X-Ray, Jake.
Yeah, roger that. Then how are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. I'm virile, vigorous, and potent. There you go.
Oh, I don't think you could say that on the air.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay, is that okay, Jay? Is that acceptable under Part 97?
Well, I guess so, if you want to look at it that way.
Absolutely. Absolutely. In fact, you should know this. That was how G. Gordon Liddy answered the question. They asked him, how are you feeling? He said, I'm virile, vigorous, and potent. And that was actually broadcast, AM broadcast.
Ah, okay. Well, that's, I guess I can't ask him anymore. He's gone, right?
Yeah, he's not feeling very vigorous, virile, or potent now.
Yeah, but we all know what happened to J. Gordon Liddy. He didn't do too well. Go ahead, Mark.
Okay, anyway, so, let's get back over to, now Dave was running some kind of test, I think. I guess we got all confused there. Dave, did you going to, try it with that device or something?
No, I'm actually doing it here with the headphones on frequency response compared to the frequency response of the headphones I've replaced. It's only cans. I just took the cans off the original head band and just put a new pair of cans on there. But I'm just making sure see how close they were to the original ones on frequency response.
Well, I have a question. And just, because when you change the headphones, okay, I think you said you use the same support. Now, I'm not sure what the structure of your head or the dimensions of your head are, but doesn't that have an impact on the frequency response? Matt, wouldn't that have an impact depending on the mass of his head?
Yeah, that's right. That's true. And as we know, that would be very large, so you'd have to adjust the delay. Otherwise, you get some kind of echoing signal there because of the rattling around in there.
So have you done that, Dave? Have you made that proper adjustments?
Well, because of this remaining space in the head between the ears, what I'm thinking of doing is asking you guys to save up and buy a few brain cells for me. But the one I've got is very, very lonely, and maybe I could take up or infill the space between my ears with extra brain cells.
Well, I was thinking of doing that, but the problem is with the tariffs now, I don't know if I can afford those unless maybe we take up a collection. Jay, you willing to pitch in to get a couple extra brain cells for Dave?
No, because I gotta figure out, is his brain cells measured in millimeters or is it measured in inches?
That's a good point. Let me throw it over to W1 VSX because he's probably more expertise in this area. Again.
I have no expertise in this area at all, Mark. But hey, I'll tell you what, guys, I'm loving it. I have an S0 noise floor, and you guys are all way over S9. This is what you guys are putting the ham in ham radio. W1 VSX.
Okay, sounds good. Let me turn it over to, let's see, Ross is gone. I'm not sure. Bob, are you still in there? AA1KN?
Roger. Go here. Stop in the mail.
Okay. Anything of importance you have to add to this intellectual discussion?
Hey, you get what you get. You take what you got. Doesn't matter. repeat it all you want. It's what you can comprehend and take in and absorb and analyze it, you know? Manual data in, MDI, manual data out. Right? Get what you get, that's all.
Makes sense to me. Very intelligent conversation, rather observation. Go ahead, Dave. Jovian.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Ask Bob how much power he's running, because I can hear he's there, but I can't pull him out.
Bob, how much power are you running?
Myself, probably 95. That's all 95 watts.
Yeah, I didn't get that transmission. Say that one more time. What's the power you're running?
95 watts, that's all, 95.
Okay, yeah, Jay's running 95 watts.
Wow, I can tell he's there, but he's got nothing for a signal on my S meter.
Yeah, I can hear him, but it's a little bit of a struggle. So, Jovian, back over to you, W2UFO.
Don't worry, Bob. I've got you, Bob. I got you. These guys over there, we have to sign them up for get their ears tested, Bob. Hey, back to you there, mate. Whiskey one, my bravo, go, mate.
Nothing further. ARS W1MBB.
Okay, Golf 0 Echo 50 Yankee. David, Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Mike. Last call, David.
Yeah, Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Mike here. Yeah, Jody and I was actually looking to help you with your brain cell situation there, and I was trying to buy a couple for you, but everyone I found was made in China, so I'm not sure I can afford those, or if they're going to do you much good. But hey, Bob, are you on Wisconsin?
Yeah, Roger, Wisconsin. Got it down in Mid-Coast there, boy.
Yeah, roger that. Famous traffic cameras during tourist season. We love sitting there by the Ford dealership waiting for the traffic to move across that bridge when we go up that way. We come to little routes, but Wisconsin is pretty famous for that. Beautiful town, though. Beautiful spot. Anyway.
Roger, thank you. Yeah. Well, next time you come across that bridge where Back Ironworks is, we got a Cumberland Farms right there. Take the back way up through there, and you come across the Sheepsky River there on the backside. You avoid all that up there and pick it back up to Damariscotta. Go ahead.
Yeah, roger that. We've been up that way. I think we've actually tried that route. Another time we've actually gone through Augusta, but that's because we were up that way. But nonetheless, avoiding that traffic jam is a goal, that's for sure. But it is beautiful up there.
Roger. Definitely cool in the summertime. I'll just say, you don't get the morning stuff done by 10 a.m. You know, you're stuck with traffic till 6 o'clock in the evening, so try to do your stuff early in the morning up this way. That's the way it is at tourist time. Hey, one can for that.
Yeah, roger that. I just, I don't envy you for living up there during those days. I mean, you know, a trip to the market for a bottle of milk might take you 2.5 hours, you know. KC1 DMM.
WX1X.
Whiskey 1, Foxtrot X-ray, was that?
Whiskey X-ray 1 X-ray, breaking in.
Okay, Whiskey X-ray 1 X-ray. Welcome, good evening. Boy, that's a nice call on the key. Name's Joe, via Juliet, Oscar, Victoria. My call, Golf 0, Echo, Victor, Yankee. Your name again?
Oh, very good. Jovian, I think I have it. Juliet, Golf 0, Echo, Victor Yankee, WX1X. Name here is Scott. Sierra Charlie Oscar Tango, and then Rhode Island. Over.
Okay, I've got a few other stations for you on here. A lovely signal. Whiskey 1, Victor Sierra. Go ahead, David. That terminal.
Thank you. Whiskey X-ray 1 X-ray. This is Whiskey 1 Victor Sugar X-ray in South Florida. Do you have a copy?
Scott?
Roger, Whiskey 1, Victor Sierra X-Ray in South Florida, I believe. You're about a 5x5 in Rhode Island, over.
Roger, thank you, the 5-5. You're about a 5 and 7 here in South Florida, just north of Miami. Nice signal tonight, Scott, over.
Well, great. And your name, over?
Name is Dave, Delta Alpha Victor Echo, and we're located probably about 26 miles north of Miami on the east coast of the state of Florida. We're running 800 watts tonight, so nice to work you, Scott, and all the way up in Rhode Island. So very good, and appreciate the contact. That's all I have. I'll send it back to Count Codger or Copy Hole.
Knuckle dragger here. Hey, Mark, again, United Oxford Ocean.
Okay, let me say hello to Scott, WX1X from W2UFO. You're 5'9" plus into North Carolina.
W2UFO. Love that call. In North Carolina, this is the WX1X in Rhode Island, and you're definitely a 5'9" here.
Okay, very good, Scott. Yeah, I'm reading your QRZ page, and it's really interesting about the lady who was the Titanic survivor, over.
Oh, yes, that was a good friend of my dad's. It was his mother that survived the Titanic but lost her first husband.
Yeah, that's wild. Wow, that's talk about a piece of history. That's amazing. So, yeah, I always like to read. It's always fun to see little tidbits, and you can see I do pay attention to detail, Roller.
That's right. And by the way, I give you a 5'9", and your name again.
Oh, yeah, my name is Mark. Mike Alpha Romeo Kilowatt.
All right, Mark, very good.
Yankee Fox. I'll copy.
Kilo Charlie 1, Fox, Yankee Fox. Very symmetric call sign there. I love that. This is WX1X. You're a 5'9" plus in Rhode Island, over.
Roger that. Well, we're kind of close. We're up here in New Hampshire. We're at the southern end of Lake Winnipesaukee, and the name here is Jay.
All right, Jay, very good. I know Lake Winnipesaukee, a very popular spot here for families that have property up there in New Hampshire that live down here in Rhode Island. So I know that place well, and I hope the weather improves for you down there, up there, I guess. It has today down here. We're up into the high 40s, hoping to go into the 50s. KC1 FYF WX1X.
Roger that. Well, we didn't get into the 50s today. We were in the mid-40s, and right now the temperature has dropped down to 30 degrees. We started out at 33, 34 about, I don't know, an hour and a half ago. So it's dropped down a little bit more. So it's still winter here, I guess you would say.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sure it'll improve soon up there. And we're looking forward to some more rain here, I guess, over the weekend. But we got the home show going on in Providence, and might go see what's going on there. So that's on our ticket here. So back to you, KC1 FYF WX1X.
All right. Well, it's nice to make your acquaintance here, and I'm going to send it back to Stanley so he can pass it around. So we'll talk to you maybe a little later on tonight. Oh, sure.
All right, Jason 3.
Would you like 50 Yankee? Bob, Alpha 1. Good, Bob.
the suffix? Over. All right, Alpha 1 Kilo November. Very good. I'm glad that you were able to sail here in Narragansett Bay. It's a very famous place to sail. We used to have the Newport Cup years ago, and it's still a big sailing community here, and glad to hear that. So you're about a 5x3 here into Rhode Island. So A1KN WX1X 73.
I guess I better pick it up. He didn't pick it up. Mark, go ahead. Whiskey 1, Mike, bravo. Mark. Okay, David.
Yes, Dave, please proceed.
Go ahead, Mark.
No, nothing further here. W1?
Well, you haven't spoken to a Whiskey X-ray station, Matt. I don't know what you're doing, but there's another station who's called in, Matt.
Okay, Whiskey X-ray station. Please copy amateur radio Whiskey 1 Mike Bravo, calling from South Florida. My name is Matt. Over.
All right, Matt. Yes, Whiskey 1 Mike Bravo, WX1X from South Florida. We're up here in North Kingstown, Rhode Island, southern Rhode Island, and you're about a 5x7.
Okay, thank you for 5x7. You're also 5 and 7, 57 Heinz variety. Roger.
Roger.
Back to you, J.O.
Okay, back at you there, David, Kilo Charlie 1 again. Kilo Charlie 1 Victor Mike, David Houston, Connecticut. Welcome, Scott, WX1X. Here in Hartford, Connecticut, we get down to Rhode Island quite a bit. We have our sailboat down at West Torrey Yacht Club. Actually, we used to be members of Newport Yacht Club years ago. I had some friends up there. But, yeah, we do quite a bit of sailing down there, and it certainly is the place for it. Newport is great for that. I think you mentioned that you were sailing in the days. We have a Swedish boat. It's an Holden River, which is like a country. And we've had that boat for 30 years. Still sailing.
All right, KC1 VMM WX1X. Very good, David. I caught most of that a little bit, but you're about a 5x3 here. 5x3, and yeah, the sailing community is very big up here, of course, as you know. And Tillotson Pearson, my family namesake, they did a lot of boats up here. So we enjoy the bay here. Great sailing place. KC1 VMM WX1X.
Yeah, WX1X, KC1 VMM here. Yeah, we do some great sailing up there in the bay. Sometimes I think it's better in the bay than it is outside. But we do get to Block Island quite a bit. I can't wait to get back there this summer. It's been a while, so looking forward to it. Great place, Rhode Island. But you know, you say you're in southern Rhode Island, but if you drive about 5 miles north, you're in northern Rhode Island, right?
Well, I'm actually in southern Rhode Island. I'm down near Jamestown, just across the bridge.
Yeah, roger that. I'm speaking on Rhode Island. I said, well, in Rhode Island, if you're in southern Rhode Island, all you have to do is drive about 5 miles north. If you're in northern Rhode Island, being, I think, the smallest state in the nation, you know, how it works, right?
That's right. We're 45 miles north to south.
Yeah, roger that. Like I said, we do spend a lot of time in that area. Winter's sort of like our second home, since we have a lot of fun down there, so we do go there a lot during the summer. That's where we keep the boat. So, maybe we'll see you on a buddy.
All right, very good, David. I look forward to that. KC1VMM from Hartford, Connecticut. Yes, not too far from here. So glad to hear you, and we'll pass it back to Jovian G0EVY WX1X.
Dead terminal, guys.
Well, I don't have anything intelligent to add here, Dave. Over.
Well, neither do I, but I still hang about.
Yeah, that's never stopped you. That's true. That's very true. That having no intelligent thing to say has never stopped you from saying it. I have to agree. But what was the deal with your brain cells? What were you saying about your brain cells?
Oh, you're talking plural. I'm talking singular. Okay, brain cell, not cells.
Oh, okay. Well, I've got more syphilitic spirochetes than brain cells at this point, so I can't help you there, brother. Yep. Hey, what a great night. Everybody's coming in great. Fantastic. I'm loving it. It's really, this is what amateur radio is all about.
Hey, Scott, what is your transceiver, your antenna, and your power, Scott?
W1MBB.
All right, well, yes, Joey, and I'm running a FTX 1200. It's about a 12, 14-year-old radio, and running into a Emitron amplifier, running about, we're hitting about almost 800 watts, and my antenna is a doublet, classic doublet with a window line fed. And I also wanted to say that now I wanted to mention that this is the 85th anniversary. April 9th is the 85th anniversary of the invasion of Norway. And I talked to my mother earlier today. She's 96, and she remembers that day. And what a story that she had to tell that day 85 years ago. Anyway, back to you, Jovian G0EVY WX1X.
Radio kilowatt. I got you. Okay, yeah. What's the number on the amplifier that you got? What's the model number?
It's an AL80 Bravo.
Okay, got it, yeah. Okay, K0RK, quite a few people for you. Back at you, Mark. A Whiskey 2 United Foxtrot Ocean.
Okay, Maria, I don't have too much to add, but let me say hello to K0RK, who just came in. How are you tonight?
Yeah, top of the evening, Mark. I just turned the radio on here about 2 minutes ago, and you're my first contact. Anyway, you're your usual 5'9" in Florida, over.
Okay, good. Yep. And glad to tell you, you got no drifting on your radio. It sounds good, Ella.
I never had drift on this radio.
Oh, no, well, I'm saying you don't have any drift. It's good.
Okay, we'll accept that. Very good.
Anyway, I figure I just confused you altogether. All right, your signal's really strong here from Florida. You sounded good. Jovian, back to you. W2UFO.
Foxtrot, Yankee Foxtrot, over, Jay.
Yeah, KC1 Fox Yankee Fox K0RK, top of the evening there, Jay. You're 5'9" as usual into Florida tonight, over.
Roger that, you're the same thing, 5'9", here in New Hampshire, you sound good. Yeah, okay, well, nice to hear you on the frequency this evening. And let me send it back over to Stanley. Okay, Stanley here. Bob, pick it up, Alpha, again, Bob.
Yeah, what was your call, Alpha, over? IA1K NK0RK. You're 5, 8 to 9, a little bit later than the other stations on here tonight. Over. Okay, the 95 watts, you came up to 5.9. What is my report? Over. Okay, very good. Doing excellent with the lower power. I'm running about 700 watts here. Anyway, 73 and back to Dave, K0RK.
Mike Bravo, brother.
Yeah, okay, very good, J.O. Whiskey 1, Victor Sierra X-Ray. Please copy ARS at W1MBB.
Well, I copy you just fine, Matt. Solid, normal, Maximo over S9, over.
Okay, well, I'm only running 200 whiskey tonight, not the normal 1200, so a little bit less power. I'm running one of those little Hermes Light radios. So you just might comment, if you don't mind, qualitative comment as far as the audio, if you can comment in that manner, David. Over.
Happy to comment. Hermes doing a great job. On the meter, you are at 40 dB over S9, your normal signal strength, unless there's some weird thing going on with the sun. And you've got great audio. Sounds like you probably have between 6 and 10 dB of compression. Does that sound about right, Matt? Over.
Yeah, I actually have. I'm looking. I've got 8 dB of compression.
Yep, your meter holds solid at the low point. It's about 38, and at the high, it's about 40, 41. And the audio quality is excellent. It sounds like you've got a full 3 kc bandwidth, and it sounds like you are your normal self, Matt. Over.
Oh, thank you for, I don't know about that, normal. But anyway, David, you sound good. You're 5 and 9 plus 25 dB with somewhat restricted but excellent communications quality audio. Over.
Well, I appreciate that. I can't do much about the restricted communications quality audio. It's 51 years old, and it is what it is. But anyway, we appreciate the context very much, and sounding great in here. Great, always sounding good. Take care, Matt. W1USA.
Okay, very good, David. I'll say hello to Dave of the West there. K0RK. How copy Whiskey 1 Mike Bravo Bravo?
W1MBB K0RK. Yeah, top of the evening, Matt. And do your usual 5.9 plus. Actually, the band seems to be in pretty good shape here all up the coast, what I've heard so far. And even here in Florida, sometimes I don't hear you as strong as the other stations because of the short skip, or not short skip propagation, but you're doing 5.9 plus and sounding good here on the West Coast, K0RK.
Hey, Dave, I hope all is well on your side. And you're 5915. 5915, sounding good, and wish you a good rest of your evening there. With that, I'll put it back to the Jovian operator, G0 enjoying various Yesu, W1MBB.
Kilo Charlie 1, again, David. Yes, sure, David.
Yeah, give me your call again, over.
Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Mike.
Kilo Charlie 1, Victor Mike, K0RK in Florida. top of the evening. I'm not sure we worked before your call. Doesn't look familiar on paper, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't keep a logbook. My name is Dave, Denmark Alpha Victor Echo, and I'm just south of Tampa, Florida. And you're 5'9" here on the west coast of Florida. Over.
Okay, that's good to hear. I'm up in Connecticut. My name is Dave, and I'm just trying to get 100 watts done with on a IT-7300 here, and you said halfway long or short tonight. Like positive something. What's your power?
Okay, very good. Well, you're 100 watts doing a fine job into Florida, and like I said, the band is in pretty good shape. Where exactly are you located? Over. Okay, your location. I'm running about 700 watts from an old TS140 Sierra, TS140S Kenwood transceiver, and the amplifier is also Kenwood TL922A, and I'm running in the CW position, running about 2,000 volts on the 3500, so it gives me roughly 700 out. The antenna is single triangle inverted delta loop, 140 feet of number 12 stranded copper wire, and it's 80 feet in the top of my pine trees. Over. Okay, thank you much, and back to you, Dave.
Okay, I got George in Greece. I'm going to call sign you, George.
Okay, this is Sierra Victor 1. You must find Alpha. Good morning, good evening to everyone. Hello.
Okay, one minute. Hey, David, Whiskey 1 Victor. David, you got Greece?
I do. I can hear George very well. Sierra Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha, Whiskey 1 Victor Sugar X-ray. You're 5 and 7 here, George, in South Florida, QSL.
Yes, sir. I copy you. Whiskey 1 Victor question mark X-ray. Please repeat your call sign. This is Sierra Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha. You're about 5'9".
Roger, George. The call sign is Whiskey 1 Victor Sierra X-ray. Whiskey 1 Victor Sugar X-ray. Over.
Houston, Whiskey 1 Victor Sierra X-ray. Dave. Nice to meet you again. Thank you for the QSO. Your signal report is 5959.
Roger, the 5'9", George. Very good. You're 5 and 7 here in South Florida, just north of Miami. Nice to work you again. I always enjoy it, and thanks for Greece tonight. So 73 to you, my friend. SV1, Lima Juliet Alpha, Whiskey 1 Victor Sugar X-ray.
Whiskey 1 Victor Sierra X-ray. This is Sierra Victor 1 Lima Juliet Alpha. Thank you for the QSO. Have a very nice evening, Dave.
Okay, Scott, go ahead.
This is Whiskey Extra on X-ray. I have no calls. Over.
Oh, there's a station in Greece who David was just talking to.
Right, I will try him. George, Sierra Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha, WX1X, Whiskey X-ray 1 X-ray. Over.
This is Whiskey 1. I have just the rest. Please repeat your call sign. Sierra Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha. Your signal report is 59 flat.
All right, very good, George. I copied the 59 plus. My call sign is Whiskey X-Ray 1 X-Ray. And you are a 5x3, over.
Okay, thank you. Whiskey X-Ray 1 X-Ray. This is Sierra Victor 1. Lima Juliet Alpha. Thank you for the show. Always nice to meet friends again. Dave, back to you.
All right, very good, George. The 7-3, I've been to the Isle of Road, so I've been to Greece. Over.
I didn't understand anyway. Thank you.
Yeah, Whiskey 1, Mike Bravo, the island of Rhodes. Okay, that he has been to Greece, George. Back at you there, K0, Dave again.
Lovely. Yeah, Sugar Victor 1.
Got you one.
Lima Japan Alpha K0RK. Top of the morning to you, George. Your usual 5'9" in Florida. Over.
With Kilo 0 Romeo Kilo. This is Sierra Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha. Always nice to speak with you, Dave. Your signal report is 15 over. Great signal tonight. 15 over 9. 5'9" plus 15 dB. Very nice signal, very strong signal. Mike, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much for the 15 dB over, George. Doing a fine job. Band is in good shape here tonight. Catch you again in the future. Stay well, my friend. Sugar Victor 1 Lima Japan Alpha K0RK 73, and back to Dave.
Yeah, who's the station tried to call in?
W1MB
United for Tango, Italy.
Oh, Mickey, welcome. Good morning. I have other stations for you. Nice signal. Okay, Mark, you want to pick up George or Mickey?
Yeah, I'm not hearing those guys well at all. And with that, I'm going to bail out for a little bit, so put me on the back burner, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes. W2 your phone.
Okay, well, good luck. Jay, good. Kilo Charlie 1. Okay, Bob, you want to call the station, or Yankee Oscar, or do you want us to call the station in Greece, Bob? You got that one, Greece, George? George, got that one?
Only your whole time.
Did you get that, Bob? No, okay, one moment. Mickey, you copy it?
No, very big.
Okay, Martha, Whiskey 1, Gad.
Okay, thank you, Dave. Sugar Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha, Calimera, Filomi, Pedenya, George, Whiskey 1, Mike, Bravo, Icanete.
Whiskey 1, Mike, Bravo. This is Sierra Victor 1, Lima Juliet Alpha. Καλησπέρα, Ματίας. Πάντα χαίρομαι που τους ακούω. Σήμερα πιο χαμηλά όμως. 5-9, σήμερα πιο χαμηλά. Δεν ξέρω. Έχεις κάνει καλάθι κάτι. Have you changed something? Only 5-9 tonight.
Only 200 watts. 200 watts. Yeah, you're Pedenya.
Linia Peden, 595 George. Kalimera Yasu, Everesto Parapolij. Okay, George, I'll say hello to Mickey. Yankee uniform for Tango Italy. Whiskey 1, Michael, Bravo. Running 200 whiskey, Mickey, over.
Okay, Roger. Very good evening. Whiskey 1, Mike, Bravo. Yankee United for Tango Italy. Fine 9, 200 plus. Very good.
Thank you for 5-9, Mickey. You're 5-9 plus, 59 plus. Roger?
Roger. Thank you for 5-9 plus. All the best, man.
73, Mickey. Back to JL.
Kilo Charlie 1, David good. You're overdriving your microphone by quite a bit. If you look at your ALC, there's a lot of like 10% noise. You're talking directly into the microphone. Are you aware of that?